What is good, everybody? Happy Sunday, October 19th. Appreciate everybody for you tuning in with us at Breaking Bet. I'm JohnnyVTV. That is Bradford Thomas. Mr. Lord BLT, what is going on, sir?
Dude, man, I'm chilling. Freaking trying to load up my accounts for NFL. Had a good day yesterday, took some money out. And now, we're back ready to attack the day again.
I like it. Did Kyron end up scoring, by the way?
Tay.
Are you shitting? From the 1 yard line?
Yeah, listen, I had him last week to end a really nasty parlay.
So did I.
And he was the only leg, and they had those two chances. So I go, I'm 100% betting him because he's gonna score. The flop leg, bro. It happens every time.
Come on. Why did DK stop using the ghost leg? Does DK still use the ghost leg?
Oh, dude, I don't know.
Bro, why Kyron Williams not getting in the end zone? That's ridiculous. It's a bad start to my Sunday because Kyron Williams had two chances to get in and they're throwing. It's annoying. But game script is dictating towards a run. In any case, Brad, we did our show on Wednesday. There's been a little bit of line movement. Interestingly enough, might have been on the wrong side of some of these CLVs here, kid. Some of these CLVs been on the wrong side of. Recapping the Thursday game, we're all over Cincinnati. Primetime, dog, not only covered, but cashed outright. That was a good game. That's another primetime dog that just keeps on ripping, and that seems like it's free. Jacksonville is currently down 14-0 to the Rams. Wouldn't count them out just yet, but starting to get to that Kyron Williams heavy territory. All right, let's go to the Philadelphia Eagles at the Minnesota Vikings off a bye. 2.5 points is the spread. Carson Wentz revenge game. Are you rolling with Philadelphia, or do you like the Vikings off the bye?
I like the Eagles, man. This will be another game where I'm going to probably be fading the bye spot there. But I just think the Eagles are the better team front to back, and they'll be able to actually get pressure on this semi-banged up Vikings offensive line. And also, like, with the Eagles, they've struggled to run the ball. Well, hello. Now they get to play against a pretty porous run defense from the Minnesota Vikings. From a prop perspective, I was going to take Saquon Barkley if they set him at like 72.5. He's at 75.5, which feels like correct towards market, which means I can't play that. I do think it'd be interesting to take Carson Wentz over 9.5 rush yards, just because the Eagles have one of the highest scramble rates for quarterbacks in the NFL, which basically means when they get pressure on, quarterbacks scramble on them a lot more at a higher percentage, and they're giving up 27 plus rushing yards per quarterback. It's not like Carson Wentz is like the super mobile guy, but one breakdown and he could cash it.
Yeah, 100%. Look, I think it's interesting, the angle with Carson Wentz. I just think it's desperation time for Philly. Can't lose 3 in a row here. I know it X's and O's. The Vikings have a good team. And it just seems like there's a lot of toxic energy in the Philadelphia locker room. It doesn't seem
a lot of toxic energy.
It doesn't seem like they're gelling. They look out of sync on the field. They look discombobulated, detached. This is where Nick Sirianni, this is where Jalen Hurts, the captains, they got to bring everybody together and like, hey, let's cut the shit. Enough's enough. We got to go out here and get the win. I like Philly. They're a Super Bowl champion for a reason. I think they bounce back here and get the win today. But I got to be honest. I'm starting to tick away for Philadelphia for me wanting to bet them. Because if they lose this game, I think I'm probably staying away for the next 2 to 4 weeks.
Fair.
I just can't. It's hard because we know what they're capable of, but they just refuse to do it. I think they're going to go out and get a win today. I like Philly. Philly is a good straight bet, in my opinion, inside the 3. I I would take the money line, but I like Philadelphia to get right here.
Yeah, the Eagles haven't been given any gifts, right? They play the Vikings. Now they get to play the Giants the following week, which is a lot better at home. But then after that, they play the Packers and the Lions, and then a divisional road game to the Cowboys. So, like, this is one where they have to capitalize on because a non-full strength Minnesota Vikings team.
Saquon Barkley, 98.5 rush receiving. Under? I think I'm probably taking the under on that.
Oh, man. I lean under, but I just think this against this bad rush defense, it's not worth it for me. I think it's just like that's stay away or over.
Yeah, fair point.
Man, I need this man to throw the ball to Travis Hunter. He has one completion in the first quarter. They're going to run it, aren't they?
Am I on? Oh, okay, never mind. That's rush receiving. All right, we'll get to that.
So freaking obvious, stuffed.
I saw it. We'll get to the game in a bit, but Quinshon Judkins is 107.5 rush receiving, and I forgot I was looking at rush receiving. I thought I was looking at just rush because earlier, like a few days ago, it was like 80 something.
Yeah,
I was like, and then it took me a minute to realize. All right, this has been some teetering between the Raiders and the Chiefs. It was 12.5, then 11.5. Now it's 12.5. Brad, the return of Rashee Rice. That's a big one for KC.
Yep.
That is a big return. Every week here. This is a big number, Brad. 12.5 is a big, big number. I don't think I'm comfortable laying it here. We discussed on Wednesday, team totals one way or the other, over under, was probably the better way to bet this from a side perspective.
Yeah, I think you just got to go team total under. You talked about it with Genty getting the projected 20+ carries that they want to give him. Raiders offense is not that great. Their pass pro hasn't been good either. And I think the Chiefs will be able to get to him. What was kind of funny? I like the Chiefs to win and cover, but I think Raiders team total is under is the best way to go. Because who the heck wants to be laying 13+ lines without some major injury news, right? Like that just feels like something that's not real fun. But what I thought was pretty interesting was how high they set Rashee Rice's receiving yards first game, bro. First game back, his receiving yards at 65.5. Like, wow.
I don't think it was 65.5. I think it was like 50. I gave out my RotoWire video early in the week, like Thursday. Yeah, it was in the 50s. It was like 56.5.
That makes way more sense. That means everyone smashed it. I
recorded my video Friday morning. I recorded my video on RotoWire.
Yeah.
I included the Rashee Rice receiving yards over in there. I believe it was 56.5 when I did it.
Dude, that's a great line. And whenever I see something go like that, I'm like, who's the tertiary option, right? Because you think primary option Rice, secondary option becomes Worthy. Hollywood gets to his 25. I like Hollywood to go over 25 receiving yards, 23.5.
I have like a little long shot sprinkle with Hollywood.
Go. All my lines just disappeared. What the frick? Rashee Rice. My gosh, what is happening to my computer?
Rice is 65.5. He's 63.5 on MGM. That looks like the best of the number.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he could hit it, but
I just prefer Hollywood at that number. Hollywood's still going to get 5 targets in this game unless it's a blowout.
I mean, I think Rice could have a big one. I think.
Yeah, I'm not doubting it.
I don't like chasing that steam. At this point, in some places, you might be chasing over 10 yards.
Yeah.
A lot of fucking yards, especially if this game ends up being a blowout and Kansas City's playing with a lead. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Yeah.
It's away from you really quick. So I don't – at this point on Rashee Rice, I think I'm probably more in line with catches than yards. But Hollywood Brown's interesting. I'm actually curious to see what Kansas City does, how they spread the ball around with all these guys back in now. Go.
Yeah, me too, especially in week 1. Like, they're going to make a concerted effort to feed because gosh dang it, to feed Rashee Rice early. But like, I
Get him
wonder like
involved.
what that look. Yeah, get him involved, get his sea legs under him. But I wonder what that looks like long term.
Yeah, I do. Any touchdown parlay or touchdown props on this you like?
No, I'm staying away from touchdown props in this one. Yeah, I don't think I even had any leans on my sheet for this one.
I think I might like Mahomes to get in the end zone at 310.
If the Raiders defense was a little bit better, I mean a little bit better. If the Raiders defense was a little bit worse, I would take Brashard Smith. But their defense is not horrible, right? But Brashard Smith is going to score on something they dial up against, like, I don't know, the Dolphins, or the Bengals. And I'm just using two teams. I don't even know if they're on their schedule, but against poor defenses where they get the young cat in, get him a red zone target.
Noah Gray 6-1. He's always an interesting candidate. Noah Gray 6-1. Michael Mayer 410. He scored last week. Brock Bowers looks like he's out again. I mean, if they're passing heavy, Trey Tucker 270. I mean, I gotta be honest, man. Like Genti, even money's decent, but you get some of these Raider pass catchers that are pushing 3-1. They're expected and projected to be trailing. You'd think one of Trey Tucker, Jacoby Myers, or Michael Mayer gets in. You'd think one of them gets in, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. And Jacoby Myers banged up. He might not even play.
Tucker, Mayer, I'd be surprised if one of them doesn't find the end zone
there. Just like worry for this team. Because let's say Tucker doesn't play. Let's say Tucker doesn't play. And we know Bowers is out. Not Tucker. Let's say Mayer doesn't play, and then we know Bowers is out. Like, that's two of their leading target guys, right? Becomes really sketchy for them. It'll just become a fold.
Yeah, it is sketch. All right, New Orleans, Chicago. This was 5.5. It's down to 4.5. Brad, are you buying New Orleans, or Chicago finally figured it out?
Now, I'm not buying either team per se. I do think New Orleans, which is funny, is in a good spot for them. And I feel like the Saints keep getting teams off these really crazy spots, right? Like the way they got the Giants, they were in a really good spot. Now they get the Bears in a really good spot after the revenge angle. Defensively, they're not horrible, right? Like I thought the Saints. I always think the Saints put up a good defense, and offensively is where you kind of start to scratch your head with this particular team. It's can the offense come alive? They looked better in the red zone with Taysom Hill back. They looked a lot better because they've kind of struggled to find that red zone punch, but they struggle to get past, like when they get to the red zone, they struggle to get in threatening, like the 10 yards and in, right? Like that's what my problem with this team is. Like you literally cannot be a team that gets to the red zone and then you're kicking field goals all the time. That you're not going to be competitive. I think Chicago wins, but just in a really bad spot for me to bet it.
I like New Orleans on the spread. I think Chicago expended a lot of energy in that Washington game. That's a tough one. That's a short week. Like you said, New Orleans isn't as bad. Like, okay, New Orleans isn't good. New Orleans is bad. But there's a difference between being bad, like sort of what Miami is, and bad, but you're competitive.
Yep.
Like New Orleans is competitive. They lost 2 of their losses were close games that went down to the wire. I think the Saints are one of those teams that, they might only win 4, maybe 5 games this year, but they're going to be in a lot of them. Now, going on the road, I think there's a formula. There's individual talent for them to hang in this game. I haven't been sold by anything that I've seen from Chicago. I mean, they got hosed by the refs on Monday against Washington. But I mean, it took an insane DeAndre Swift fourth down catch and run conversion for a touchdown for them to really turn that game.
Yeah.
I think Chicago's starting to figure it out a little bit, but New Orleans is getting, I think, a little too many here. Because, like, if you look on DraftKings, Brad, there's a 3.5 on DK right now.
Yeah, there's some 4s floating around too, man.
It's between 3.5 and 4.5 right now. So there's money coming in on New Orleans. I think 4.5's a little too many. I think I would lean the Saints here. I don't think it's anything official for me because I don't love it enough. But if I had to bet a side, I would bet the Saints with the points.
Yeah. Yeah, I would too. I think like it's just this is like another freaking sick situation. So another sick situation for the Saints to come in, and I just feel like they've just been given like gifts, right? You just get gift after gift.
What are we doing touchdown wise here, buddy?
Bro, I'm going back to Rome, and I'm going back to Taysom Hill in this game. I bet Taysom Hill last game to score. I'm gonna bet him to score twice as well. His number's still in the around 300. And then Rome's number is plus 110. It's starting to get lower, but he's clearly the guy to score touchdowns.
Yeah,
pass catcher. He should have had one if it wasn't called back last week. So
yeah, it got fuck me. I was so pissed at that. Yeah, I like Rome and Taysom Hill here. I think those two are getting in the end zone. I think at least one of them gets in the end zone today. Rome's 115. Taysom Hill is a threat every single time.
Like Taysom Hill is the man when they get to the red zone. That's what I love about it because there's without a doubt that Taysom Hill is getting the ball. You know what's an interesting player prop actually? DeAndre Swift over 13.5 carries. I know they featured Monungai a lot, and DeAndre Swift is a little banged up, but man, I feel like that number would be 16.5 if he wasn't. What kind of injury was it? A groin? Maybe I'll stay away with a groin. Yeah, I'll stay away.
Let me look. Hold on.
Yeah, I'll stay away with a groin. That's not worth it.
I think it's a groin. I think is Kyron Williams going to get involved today? What the fuck's going on here,
dude?
It is a groin. Yeah, that's right. You don't want to mess around with that. That's no good. No, I like Rome Daddy to get in the end zone. The problem is I feel like Chicago doesn't consistently use Rome Odunze. I think a lot of it has to do with Caleb Williams, but like they don't like Rome Odunze should be getting 10 targets a game. It just seems like there's weeks he only gets 5. Like, how do you have somebody like that get 5 targets? It doesn't seem like they're an in sync offense. It doesn't seem like they have a consistent rhythm.
I don't get their offense. And I actually do think that it has partly to do with Caleb Williams, right? Like, and I hate this, but I think there's like a little bit of Ben Johnson masking the inefficiencies that Caleb has right now, which is never great, you know.
No, 100%. I think that's a good point. I just haven't seen Chicago really play like that good of a game to the point where I'm saying, hey, Ben Johnson's impact is notable. I do think he is masking some of Caleb Williams. I mean, Caleb Williams is not making great decisions. He's not making a ton of great plays, at least from what I've seen. I know he's made a few, but I don't know, man. I mean, outside of that Dallas game, I haven't really seen – and that defense is bad. I haven't seen Caleb be lighting the world on fire. I need to see more Rome Odunze involvement. I'm going to get there. One of the more interesting games is Miami at Cleveland. There's basically a national weather advisory going on here.
Dude.
His totals come down over 5 points because apparently there's supposed to be 50 to 60 mile an hour wind gusts and rain. It's nuts. Quinshon Judkins, his props are starting to shoot up, or they've been shooting up.
Dude, all week.
Remember what I said a few weeks ago? When Quinshon made his first start, I said, Brad, this is maybe the only time we're going to get a discount on this guy this year.
Dude.
Once he goes off, that's it. He's gonna become household. And he's starting to get there, at least from a betting perspective. Do you have anything in this game?
No, because I was gonna bet freaking Quinchon at 85.5. And okay, and why I didn't was because I was just thinking, right? Like everybody is going to stack the box in this game. Not saying he can't get to 85, but we know what's going to happen. They're facing heavy fronts because it's going to be torrential downpour.
Yeah.
I don't want to get involved with that, right? Like I thought over 19 and a half, over 20 and a half carries was much better. And then I go to play over 20 and a half carries and it's like freaking juiced. It's just something I don't want to be involved in. And now his number for his rushing yards is like 90. What did I check last time? It was like
91 and a half right now.
Was it at 91? That's what it was?
On FanDuel, I'm looking at
Dude, yeah. Like that's like he could hit it. Like he could easily hit that. But you know me, bro. You know the type of bettor I am. And anybody who followed me for a while now. If I'm betting someone to get to 85 yards, there's 0% chance that I'm betting 85 yards. I'm betting 100 plus so I can get plus 150 or higher. At 91, what, you're giving me even money for 100? Nah, it's not my betting style.
Yeah, that's a lot, man. That's a lot. Obviously we know what the weather's going to look like. I got to be honest. I think the play is an under 34 and a half. It might not be high enough, or it might not be low enough. You know what I'm saying? I think this could be like a legit 10-3 game, 10-7 game. I mean, it's especially if we're getting that bad rain and we're getting big winds and the throwing is just impossible and the field's sloppy. I think the under is probably pretty solid.
Let me pull this back up, man. Dude, actually, let me tell you the sidebar. I got a new phone stand. Remember how I was complaining yesterday?
Yeah.
I bought 2 of those bad boys. So now I can actually put my freaking news up here. But yeah, I was actually slightly interested in this player prop. Let me pull up the number, make sure it's still playable. So I was slightly interested in Jerry Jeudy. It's up only 2 yards. He's at 36 now. Let me check, see if we can get a better line than that. I'm slightly interested in Jerry Jeudy receiving yards. If not Jerry Jeudy, my gosh, what's his name? Why am I drawing a blank right now?
Tua,
tight end.
Njoku, he's out.
Fannin.
Yeah,
his line moved 5 yards. I think you got to take Jerry Jeudy even at 35 and a half.
What about Tua 192 and a half underpass?
Under?
Under.
I like it.
I mean, like, it's a bad game in general, but now you add in the weather where, like, you actually have no idea what's going on. It's I think 34 and a half, I'd probably take the under. I don't give a shit.
Dude, man.
There's a reason. There's a reason it's this low. It's come down
92 yards is a huge number to hit in this kind of weather.
What is it?
192 yards is a huge number to hit in this. Let me I'm gonna pull up Windfinder real quick to see what the gust level is at.
Yeah, it's like 50 to 60 miles an hour, apparently. It's insane. Did Kyron Williams die?
Cleveland.
Did Kyron Williams die? What is going on here? Why are the Rams throwing the ball a shit ton? They've thrown the ball 17 times to 5 runs. What is going on?
Wind gusts. What's the game? 36 mile per hour wind gusts.
Yeah, that's crazy.
192 yards is a lot of yards.
I know. That is a lot. That is a lot of yards. Is Kyron Williams going to – what is going on? Did the whole running back room, like, have an affair with Sean McVay's wife or something? Like, what's –
And you know there's some stale 193s out because consensus is 184. Someone's hanging something on Profit X. Let me see if I can go degen some Profit X real quick. Let's see. Past props. Whoever's filling this is trying to fill some stupid ass lines. Oh my gosh. What the heck? No one's taking it. Oh my god! But someone's trying to someone requested action at. Wow! Someone requested action at 214.
What do you mean?
Someone thinks that he's going to go over 214.
It's interesting.
They must have bet that early in the week because this is not a good price.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'm the only concern I have, and it's not a huge concern for Tua to get going here. How do you think they're gonna move the ball in the pass game? The Dolphins.
It's going to be screenplays.
It's gonna be dump offs and screens to Achane, and then it's run after catch.
Yep.
This is an advantage game for the offenses in terms of when you got the ball, like you have an advantage because you know where you're going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it could create a step, especially somebody like Achane who's extremely slippery. That's the only way I could really see that happening. I think it's actually interesting maybe to take a look at Devon Achane's receiving 29.5. I think that's appealing, Brad. What about you?
No, I don't. So there's a rule of thumb that I have with college football. If
Okay.
we get 20 miles per hour with sustains of 20, with gusts of 25, you always take anybody who's at 200 or higher under. It's just like, it's just an auto because it's like, I feel like a lot of people, obviously not you, but like a lot of people, like just casual football watchers are like, think every quarterback's throwing for 200 yards. And then they forget about the elements and how many yards 200 is.
Yeah, no, that's why I said under Tua, but I said if Achane 30 yards.
HM. Yeah, I mean, he would be the guy, right?
That's what I'm saying.
You get the screen pass, you get the underneath.
We go catches. I mean, 4.5. He's been getting involved on the receiving, on the receptions.
Yeah, I'd probably take
Let's see. Devon Achane over catches, over yards, Tua under yards.
What is Tua's? This will be a good tell sign. Looking at what Tua's pass attempts number is, 31. No way they throw the ball 31 times.
Let's see. Yeah, 31.5 juice to the under.
I'm betting that shit right now.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to throw the ball 30.
No, I'm betting that shit right now. I can get a minus 120.
Let's see his attempts by week. Week 1, 23. Week 2, 32. Week 3 at Buffalo, 34. Next week, 25. Next week, 36.
Browns play really slow too.
32. Yeah.
I'm locking in another 31.
I mean, he's been right there. He's been there 4 of the 6 games, but I think in this one, it's an under. You can't parlay the under yards and under attempts. It sucks.
Oh, I have to play this on an actual book. Let's see.
Let's parlay this. Yeah, go on a Bovada or Hard Rock if you can.
Can't do it on Bovada. I mean, I can pull
Hard Rock.
Hard Rock doesn't have under for attempts or carries.
What about yards?
Actually, they might. They don't have it for carries. They might have it for attempts. Let me just pull up attempts real quick. Miami Dolphins. Are there any Miami Dolphins fans watching right now? All right, here we go. I'm here. Oof, minus 140 there. All right, go ahead. Hit me.
What?
I thought you were going to parlay something.
Yeah, what's the 2 yards?
Yards 192.
Okay. Let's put that under in.
Okay.
Okay. So let's add some parlay pieces as we go for today.
All right.
So we have that. All right. Now let's move on to the next game here. Spent too much time on the fucking Dolphins.
We have spent way too much time on this game.
All right. Carolina Jets. Let's move it along here. I don't care about this game. I don't love it. I'm not betting anything. However, because also I don't know what's going on like everybody else. I don't know what's going on with the backfield split. I'd imagine Rico Dowd is going to get first crack, but Hubbard is supposed to, be involved. But I'm not touching the running backs till I know a little bit more. Brad, I think this is a brutal game.
Yeah, this is a game when I was like prospecting the player props, I was like, what do I want to like? Why do I want to take anything?
Yeah.
Because you look at both sides of the ball, right? And what do you know about the Panthers? Bad run defense.
Well, the run defense has been getting better.
Wait, let me. I'm gonna finish this. Bad run defense. But then if you go and you look over the last couple of weeks, what's improved the most? Their run defense. And then so you're saying if there's a weakness, if the weakness is transitioning, it transitions to the pass defense. This was a team that was at the beginning of the season was 23rd in EPA per rush on defense. Now they're up to like 15. And then their pass is like down to what's their pass? Down to 25. So then I'm like, well, do I really want to sit here and trust Justin Fields with that bad defensive line? So then I went and looked at the defensive line and I was like, well, the pressure rate for the Panthers is not that high, except where? In the interior of the offensive line. I mean, in the defensive line, that's where the Panthers are getting most pressure. And I think that's the weakness of the Jets is the interior of their offensive line. So it made me shy away from any Justin Fields passing props.
Yeah.
I think this is a game where I could stay away or take Breece Hall over 67.5 rushing yards.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing for the Panthers I'd want to take at the moment is Teteroa, but the Bryce Young thing is just too inconsistent. It's way too inconsistent for me. And it's nothing against Ted McMillan because he's been a dog. He's been so fun to watch. He's winning. I don't know what it is. You'd probably have a better idea. Like what his win rate is. Like he's getting open. Even when he's not open, he's fucking open. This dude's unreal, man. And look, you know me, dude. I'm not a huge college football guy. Like I'm a casual college football fan, but
yeah,
I watched him at a few games at Arizona last year, and I'm like, dude, this kid's awesome. But then, he's getting to the NFL and he's not really in a great situation.
Yeah.
And he looks really good.
The problem with him was like when he was in college, he was getting fed like crazy.
Yeah.
Because he was in a great passing offense. Now he's in a really stinky passing offense.
Imagine him on Tampa. Imagine if the Bucks got Ted McMillan. I mean,
Colby Parkinson scores. I'm so freaking sick of this injury report BS.
He scored?
Colby Parkinson. I bet freaking Higbee to score. I would have bet Parkinson. Then I got the reports that he was out. Now he has like 50 yards and a touchdown.
Wait, Colby Parkinson just scored?
Yeah, dude.
What is with Matthew Stafford? Like, can they run the ball? Why are they throwing the ball 40 times today and running the ball 5? What am I missing? You're ahead because I refuse to.
I'm sorry.
Crap. They're at the They're at the Jacksonville 17.
Oh, my bad for anybody watching too. I just fricked that up for everyone.
No, he's down to 1. He's down to 1. Come on, punch this shit in with Kyron. Punch it in with Kyron. Nice Kyron, daddy. All right, let me know when Kyron scores. He's going to score. Unless Sean McVay is going to be a cuck and let Matthew Stafford get another passing tutty. That's probably the case.
At the 1, can you imagine they pass it twice at the 1?
They will. They do that.
They do that. Bro, McVay is like that, though.
He's an asshole.
I'm hoping Kyron doesn't have a monster first.
I need Kyron to get in.
Though, so we can live bet him. That's when you really want it.
Nah, but he's got to get in. Tell me he gets in here.
Oh, man. This looks like a Parkinson touchdown. Oh, knees down. Never mind. Knees down.
I told you. Yeah. Did he get it?
Right, back to the show at hand.
All right. Patriots at Tennessee. Again, CLV. This was a flat 7. Now it's 6.5. There's like some movement going on. I don't know what's happening with some of these people that have come in and bet this number off of 7 for Tennessee. Brad, I took New England. I put that in this morning. I took New England 6.5 inside the 7. I'm riding with the Patriots here. I put them straight bet. I realize 6.5 on the road is tough, but Tennessee just fired their coach. It's just mayhem in Nashville right now. Vrabel revenge game. I like the way New England's looking. I don't think Mike Vrabel had his team unprepared for this spot. He's not that kind of coach, but I think especially for him, like coming back to Tennessee, this is a spot where he's got his guys ready. I like what I'm seeing from the Pats. They don't look invincible, but they're doing enough in order to win and play these good games. I feel like the Patriots are going to take advantage here and get this done. Did Kyron get in?
No. No, you're gonna be so pissed.
Did you just say no?
No, he didn't.
He got stuffed
He got stuffed and then they threw it.
for a touchdown?
Yeah.
To who?
I don't know, a wide receiver. Tay. Oh my god.
So
Holy crap.
he gets one chance and then they throw it.
Bro, play action. Tay touchdown. I actually like to past tense because I'll be honest. I liked the Titans plus the 7 when it was at 7. The new manager bounce is such a real thing in the NFL. 7's a lot for the Patriots. But the fact they're coming out and talking about simplifying the offense for their first overall draft pick is just like, I mean, you can't be competitive with simple. Not in today's NFL, not against Vrabel. But I still think that you have to take the Titans, tease the Titans at some way and just go with the new manager bounce. It's like 70% cover rate in game 1 with the new coach, you know?
Is it?
Yeah, dude.
Is that
But I'm okay with it anyway. This game is 20-mile-per-hour winds as well. I think this one has a 0% chance of rain, if I remember correctly, but the winds were high in this one. They were 20 with only 0% chance of rain. Not super crazy, but maybe under 42.5 points. I think if the Pats cover, it's going to be something like, I don't know, 10 to 29, 31. So what would that be? How many points is that? 30. That's 41.5 points. That's too close.
Did I take a bad number at 6.5?
No.
Yeah. I mean,
I just think the new manager bounce is crazy. I had the stats. It's like 70-something% cover in that first game by the dog.
Interesting.
That's crazy.
That's very interesting. Well, hopefully Tennessee can decide to not bend me over one more time.
We got to bet Kyle Monungai before this line moves all the way.
Why?
His line's moving. It's very slow move right now.
Why are you?
I was gonna bet him. I think he's gonna get 8 carries in this game with Swift, but I'm just monitoring the lines to see.
You want to put that in? It's gross, but do you want to put that in the parlay with Tua?
No, I don't want to put Monungai in a freaking parlay. Hell no.
All right, I'm going Patriots, man. I think the Patriots are gonna.
Dude, I can't blame you though. Like, right? Like, the Titans suck.
I mean, the new coach thing could definitely be there, but I don't know, buddy. I don't know. All right. Colts Chargers. Again, another CLV. This was a 1.5 point spread. Now it's up to 2.5. Brad, I like the Colts, man. I like the Colts to win and cover. I bet this game. I didn't even take the Colts on the points. I took the Colts money line straight up. I think Indianapolis goes into LAC and gets the win here. I think with the Chargers injuries on the offensive line, the running game, question marks. The Chargers have not played a legitimate good game in 3 weeks. We haven't seen this team that we saw the first 3 weeks. Indianapolis has the formula. They can travel. With the run game with JT, Daniel Jones, the defense playing well enough. I think Indianapolis gets this done here.
Yeah, I like the Colts as well. Chargers are finally starting to get healthy. I saw Joe Alt was trending. I don't know if he got ruled officially out, but he practiced or something like that. They just moved him to doubtful. I just checked the report. Joe Alt moved him to doubtful, which still that's a pretty significant loss against the Colts. I think this wrong team's favorite in this game.
I do too.
The Colts highly efficient, but defensively, outside of their last week, like this is a freight train.
Yeah.
They tackle well, which is really nice against a team like the Colts, because I don't see the Colts just going out the Colts. I don't think the Chargers see the Chargers going out there and just ripping them deep, right? So
Quentin's back, it looks like.
Yep.
It looks like Q's supposed to be back.
Yep.
But look, Kamani Vidal it was nice last week, but I mean, playing the Dolphins is a little different than playing the Colts. I just think the Chargers have been too sloppy. Indianapolis was sloppy last week. I think, in all fairness, I think they probably came into that game and didn't have their foot on the gas. I think they probably came in, thought they were going to smack Arizona around, and realized, oh wait, you know what? We're not gonna. We gotta lock in here. And then they ended up locking in. Their defense didn't look necessarily solid, but they got it done to the point where, it won them the game. They got the job done. I think even on the road, this isn't an intimidating spot going at LAC.
Yeah.
It's not. They went into LA.
Horrible home field.
And should have beat the Rams. Adonai Mitchell, dumb fuck of the year, cost them 14 points. So they beat the Rams in that case. Now you're going to face the Chargers. Like, I don't know. I just haven't seen it from the Chargers. If LAC was playing any other team than Miami last week, they lose that game.
Yeah.
They lose that game. And I like Indianapolis. I think the wrong team's favored, and I don't understand why the money's coming in on the Chargers right now. Unless there's an injury we don't know about. This is Colts. This is Colts territory.
Yeah.
For the shoe. Denver Giants. This was 7. Now it's 7.5 again. CLV, Bradford. I don't know. I think 7.5 for the Giants. I like the Giants here. It's starting to get to be a big number. You think Denver's going to blow them out? Maybe.
I do.
Wow, really?
Denver 30 sacks in the league against a team that is facing a lot of pressure, which is not great. I know you have Mr. Dart back there avoiding pressure, but with their sack rates like 28th in the NFL, which is not great at all. Yeah, I think that what we've seen out of the Giants has been a fluke. I think what we saw in Londra from the Broncos was a fluke offensively, but what we saw was how stout that defensive line is, how good they are against the run. I think they're going to be able to run the ball with some success as well.
I like the Giants. Extra week. I mean, look, you could say it's a letdown spot, but Denver hasn't looked good either. Denver hasn't really looked that good in a few weeks. Yeah, they've been winning games, but I haven't seen like a convincing effort from the Broncos in a while.
Yeah, not for 3 weeks.
And 7.5 is big. Like, what is the difference between laying 7.5 at home against the Titans week 1 or 8.5, and then 7.5 against the Giants? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the difference? I think it's too many points. If this was inside 6.5, maybe I would think about taking the Giants, or Denver. But I think with the way Dart and Scattaboo, Wandale are making plays, the Giants defense can keep them in it. Like, I'm not sitting here saying it's going to be a repeat offensive performance from last week for the Giants, but I don't think it has to be. I think if the Giants get to 17 points, I think they're probably going to cover the spread.
Yeah.
2 touchdowns and a field goal. Turnover, get a short field and a score. Like,
they could. I think I've doubted the Giants frequently, but I just feel like their offensive line is not going to hold up, and you're going to be asking a lot from Jackson Dart.
I mean, it's fair, but 7.5 is a big number.
Yeah.
I think I'd probably lean with the Giants. I don't really have any props in this game. Nothing that I'm super psyched about. All right. Washington, Dallas. Welcome back, Mr. CD Lamb. This number flipped. This was Washington a 1.5 favorite. Now it's Dallas a 1.5 favorite. Looks like Washington's banged up with some injuries at their wide receiver room, but CD Lamb is back. Yards aplenty, 76.5. Brad, maybe a Hundy piece for a welcome back for CD Lamb. What do we think?
Maybe.
How about you sound a little bit more enthusiastic that CeeDee Lamb?
CeeDee Lamb could go off. I actually think that whenever I see something like this, man, like I told you, I naturally just look maybe George Pickens, right? George Pickens, 60.5 with CeeDee Lamb coming back from injury. How 100% is CeeDee Lamb? But you know, I think that what's their coach? Shot. I think Shotty said if CD's on the field, we're getting him the ball or some shit like that. Like
If he's
that.
breathing, he's good.
Yeah, if he's breathing, he's good. So I like
think I'm
I
leaning.
like George Pickens 100%. Like that would be my play.
I think I'm leaning Dallas here. You want to put Pickens in the parlay?
Sure.
Put so we got under Tua, 192.5. Pickens 60. You want to go picky 60?
Yeah, let me pull it up.
We could take Pickens down to like 50.
I do have a bet in this game. I guess I'll give it out on here. I was gonna keep it for my Discord. No. I'll keep it on my Discord because I don't have that many plays today. 61.5 on here is George Pickens.
Hard Rock?
Yeah.
We'll take that over.
Okay. Yeah, it's good with me.
Anything else? Maybe Javonte? You like Javonte?
Nah, man. Freaking Commanders' run defense is really good, but that's probably like right when Javonte goes off.
Yeah.
When like no one's thinking about it.
All right, so we got Pickens and we got Tua.
I gotta give Pickens out. Let me. Hard rock. Oh, you can get. Is that 29, 59.5?
What? Pickens?
Yeah. All right. I'll lock in. I'm locking in Pickens 59.5. No, I'll do 60.5 at
That's straight or
120. Straight.
straight?
No, he moved there. Shit. Hold on. He's moved. Okay.
Brad locking in, baby. Ooh.
Jesus. See if I can get filled here. All right. He's in the parlay 61.
So what do we got? Tua, Pickens?
Yep. He's in the parlay.
All right, we'll keep it going. We'll keep adding. All right, Green Bay, Arizona, again, moved up. This has become 7. But now the interesting thing is Josh Jacobs all of a sudden looks like he's not going to play. It's going to be Emmanuel Wilson. All of a sudden, Emmanuel Wilson's touchdown props are minus fucking 210. Outrageous stuff happening before our very eyes. Looks like Jacoby Brissett will be drawing another start. I was not sure because I have Kyler. I wasn't sure if I was going to go Penix tonight or Carson / Jacoby. And Brad, you're talking me into Jacoby. So give it a shot. Now, I got to be honest. I'm not as high on laying the green. And even if this was 6.5, I'm probably not as high on laying the number with Green Bay right now as I was on Wednesday. We talked about this on Wednesday. Green Bay minus 6.5 at Arizona was a really good. It was a good feel for me. I don't know. Now Jacobs might be out. That's a big one. Emmanuel Wilson Saba is not Josh Jacobs. And Jacoby Brissett isn't like this all-time playmaker, but he's steady. He's a captain.
Done, though, man.
He's a captain of the ship. That's all you got to be. Just make the plays. And you don't have to go get the 30-yard completion. Sometimes the 5-yard one will do, and he knows that. He's a seasoned vet. He's been around the league for a while. Marvin Harrison's playing in this one. 7 points is a lot now. Some of the injury news kind of, I don't know, turned me off a little bit. I might lean Arizona 7. I'll tell you what I'd probably do.
What?
I got to be honest, Brad. I think I might. Let me look. Let me see what it is. What do we think about Arizona first half plus 3.5. Because my thing is Arizona is not a second half team, at least under Kyler Murray. They played well last week. But historically, Arizona's been struggling in the second half. The first half, they played well. Do we think they cover 3.5 in the first half?
No. Yes. No.
Fucking make up your mind, buddy. No?
No, I don't.
Why? Give me a reason.
I don't think they're gonna. It's just gonna be. I think they're gonna make life harder for Jacoby. I think the reason I like Jacoby in fantasy more is because he's gonna be playing from behind.
I'm surprised you don't like them first half. I think Arizona first half is a solid look. It's not great, but it's not bad. I think it's solid. They are a first half football team. They're not a second half team.
Oh, Arizona?
Yeah. I mean, you saw what they did against the Panthers and the Titans. They were kicking the shit out of them, and then they just they went full meltdown mode.
What's Blake Corum's health like? I know this is totally not related, but
Well, if you don't like it, we don't have to do it. But what are any props otherwise in this game?
no props for me. Dude, I literally went to go bet E-Man. I went to bet E-Man touchdown, and it got steamed in 30 seconds when the news happened.
Yes. What about Matthew Golden, 45.5? Is the breakout going to continue?
He already had his breakout game last week, but yeah, I'm off Matthew Golden for a little bit because not that I've had bad luck, I've hit him quite a few and for really big amounts, but I think now the line's starting to get out of something I'm comfortable with. So,
what about so if Josh Jacobs doesn't play, which it looks like, I think might be leaning towards he's not playing. What do you think about Tucker Kraft as a supplement?
Yeah, Tucker Kraft has been getting his targets a lot too. Probably will get in the red zone, probably get in the end zone. He's been a big red zone target. Been a big red zone target.
What would you do? Would you do yards or would you do catches for Tucker Kraft?
Catches.
Catches is 3.5.
Yeah,
think he gets 4 grabs.
Yep.
Want to add that in?
Yeah, I can. Probably juiced, honestly.
Yeah, it's like minus 125, but it's not that bad.
Yeah, tight ends generally get juiced. Is it week 8 or it's National Tight End Week, isn't it?
I think it's
or is it week 7?
Let me see. National tight end.
4.5 or 4? 4 is
3.
minus 190.
It's the 4th Sunday of October, so that would be that's next week, Brad.
Okay, next week.
We'll have something good. We'll have something good about it. What were you saying?
4 receptions is minus 190.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah.
On where Hard Rock?
Yep.
4 catches is minus 190.
Yeah.
What kind of rinky-dink shit are they running? It's over 3.5 catches is minus 126 on FanDuel. What kind of rinky-dink shit are they running? Would you still put it in? Or
yeah.
190 is juicy.
Dude, listen.
I'm listening.
You live in Orlando, Florida, and Hard Rock's your book. You know every damn parlay you take is taxed.
Yeah. We need to open up the betting world down here. Brutal. All right, let's do Kraft. Add that in. So refresh. What do we have? Pickens, Tua, Kraft.
I think finally. Oh, Kyron just moved. That's such bullshit. I was gonna bet Kyron. Oh, it's back.
Are you listening?
Yeah, sorry, I was trying to get my live in. There we go. All right, hit me.
Okay, so we have Kraft, Pickens, and Tua in.
Plus 360.
Okay. I think we have room
Let's
for
do that 76.
All right, let's go to Sunday Night Football, mister. We have Atlanta at San Francisco, 1.5 point spread. This is tightening up here. Mac Jones looks like he will get the start. Questionable ancillary players. Ricky Pearsall, we don't know. Kittle, I don't know if he's playing. Is Kittle back?
Kittle's playing.
Kittle's playing.
I'm saving Kittle for National Tight End Week. That dude always goes
He does.
freaking insane.
He does. So this is an interesting game. Brock Purdy's out. Fred Warner, that's a big one. So I think San Francisco. I think I like San Francisco a little bit more. Typically, primetime dogs. You know my feeling. This is what we've been really gravitating towards, but it doesn't mean every primetime dog wins. I could see Atlanta do it, but I think it's a letdown spot for the Falcons. I think it's a big letdown spot, in my opinion. So I'm going to go with San Francisco. I don't think people don't realize. I don't think Atlanta's offense is as good as it looks on paper. Same with their defense. They are not structurally sound, top to bottom. They have these performances that kind of gives the feel of what could happen and what they could be. But I'm not there yet with them. I'd lean San Francisco. When was the last time Atlanta had a good pass rush? It's been over a decade.
Long cross-country trip.
Over a decade. All right, so I'll tell you what I like. Add this in the parlay. I'm going to keep ripping it. I think we go McCaffrey, rush receiving. Let's see. Let's go McCaffrey. Okay. What's that rush receiving? Where are you at? McCaffrey rush receiving is around like one. What is it?
Let me see. $110. We got 110.5.
Can you do 100?
No.
You have to take it or leave it.
Yep.
This fucking book is unreal. I think I'd probably go McCaffrey. Or what's his catches?
Receptions?
Yeah.
5.5, which is a lock.
It's locked?
No, that's a lock.
Yeah. I mean, Atlanta hasn't given up a lot of catches to backs, but they also haven't faced a back like McCaffrey.
Yeah.
I like Bijan rush receiving. I think I'd probably look to take him. Let's add him in there.
So did you want McCaffrey or no?
Let's add Bijan rush receive.
118. It's really high.
118. Yeah, but I think he's gonna get it.
Okay, we got it.
No Fred Warner. No Fred Warner's huge, dude. That changes the entire San Francisco defense. So what does that put us at?
Odds?
Yeah.
Plus 789.
And that's 4 legs?
Yes, sir.
Do you want to do McCaffrey something?
I don't care.
What would you prefer, rush receiving or catches?
Catches.
Catches?
He's going to get the targets 100%.
Yeah. We can do catch. I mean, Mac Jones just stopped looking at him in the fourth quarter. I don't know what happened last week. Chris McCaffrey, Mac Jones just stopped looking at him.
I got a Venmo request you from last week. I totally forgot.
Yeah. Hit me on the Venmo.
Let me do that. I put him in.
So what is it now? What do we got?
1,400.
Plus 1,400 for 5?
Yep.
You like it?
Yeah, I like it.
Solid.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, we'll rip with that.
I can get down with that.
San Francisco, lock it in.
San Francisco money line?
No, not part of the thing, just in general. Do you like the 49ers this week? Or do you like Atlanta?
No, I don't. I like the Falcons still.
You're going primetime dog, motherfucker?
Yeah, primetime dog.
Damn.
It stinks,
I don't blame you. Primetime dogs have been ripping. They have been a ripping, and that's where we're going to go tomorrow. Tampa, Detroit, Royal Mint, Bradford. I'm all in on the Bucks. I love the Bucks. Detroit might be healthier. They might be at home. It might be a rebound spot, but it's a Royal Mint for Tampa Bay. I think Baker Mayfield being the difference maker, the biggest X factor, he is going to find a way to not only keep his team in this game, but I think they might be able to win outright. Not to mention, Emeka Ibuka could possibly play. Quick recovery. Mike Evans could play. So there's some possibilities here. There's a lot of props. There's a lot of goodness in this game from a prop perspective, Brad.
Yeah, I think if you like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you can get a better line before game time. There's just no reason for me to go to the cookie jar on this one with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Like, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are down to Tez Johnson and Cameron Johnson if Mike Evans and Ibuka can't go or they're not 100%, which kind of really throws me off there on it, you know?
Yeah, but it's a Royal Mint spot. Don't you
It
know
is.
better by now?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I'm fading them. I'm just saying I have no real reason to bet them.
They think Mike Evans is going to play because he's
Yeah,
available.
I think Mike Evans is going to play. I just don't know. Like, that's what I mean. Like, playing is one thing, but being 100% is a different, you know?
Cade Otton is even money to score. What
No.
world are we living in? Cade Otton is even money to score a touchdown. I know they're dealing with injuries, but still. I like Tampa here. And there's so many props in this game, dude. There's so many props. I'm so happy about this game. I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. There's a ton of action on this one. So, yeah, I like Tampa Bay here, man. I think Amon-Ra is going to have a big one. I think Jahmyr Gibbs receiving. Like, somehow Baker Mayfield's going to still be able to get like 250 pass yards. I think he's just going to find guys to throw to. On the road, I think they're going to be throwing the ball a decent amount. All right, Houston Texans, Seattle, primetime dog spot. I think this is coming down because there's a lot of 3.5s. Looks like people are buying the Texans. So now we're getting 3s everywhere. I think I'm leading Seattle. I think I'm going against the grain on a couple of these primetime games, going with the favorite. I like Seattle to win. I think this could end up being a field goal game. It pushes, but I think Seattle gets the win here. I'll probably lay it with them with the 3. Houston's off the bye, Brad. Yes, they're on the road, but I'm just not sold on this Texans team. Outside of Nico Collins, I don't really love.
Yeah, it's all they have.
I mean, Woody Marks is going to be a stud. They just don't give him the ball. But other than that, I like Seattle here. I like JSN catches again. I'm just going to keep going with JSN. I think it's going to bear fruit almost every single time we go get them.
Yeah, the Houston Texans team is pretty less than stellar. This was pretty funny. Houston Texans, when C.J. Stroud went absolutely insane, had one of the better EPA margins of the season from a quarterback. And even with that, they're still 18th in the NFL in EPA per pass. Take that out, they're closer to like 23rd to 24th, which is pretty bad for a team that's trying to be competitive against a Seattle Seahawks team who, you know, they can ball, right? They have the 12th man at home. Still a little banged up in the secondary, but I'm not like overly afraid of this. I'm not overly afraid of this
Houston team,
this wide receiver core for the Texans.
Yeah.
I just put a live bet in. I took Kyron Williams over 68.5 rush yards for anybody who's interested.
Yeah, it's a solid play, man. I mean, he's at 32 and they're up 2-0. Who gets the ball at a half?
They do, I believe.
Rams?
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Jags, their second home flat today.
They stink, man.
I don't think the Rams left until like yesterday. The Rams had a problem with the plane. They didn't leave till really late, I think. Crazy. Look like shit. It's funny. Yeah, I like Seattle, man. JSN catches for sure, maybe yards. Seattle money line, possibly AJ Barner. Like what I'm seeing from AJ Barner, he's becoming a sneaky Dickens every week. AJ Barner, definitely sneaky Dickens for sure. Houston's been good against the tight ends, catches and yards. But Brad, anything else before we get out of here? Any other parlay pieces that we're looking at, perhaps?
No, man, that's it for me. I lighter day in football all around for NFL and college football, but hoping that we can get some cash.
Yeah, for sure. I think we got some good stuff going. Not a ton of great games, in my opinion, bettable games. I think you said it. This is a bit of a lighter week. It's a lighter week.
Yeah.
But really appreciate everybody for tuning in. Are you in on Wednesday or Tuesday?
Yeah, Tuesday. I can let you. Just got to let you know. I just got to let you know when what time my game's at, and we can schedule around. If it doesn't conflict too much.
Otherwise, Wednesday's a big day.
Yeah, dude. I know. The man with the plan.
Yeah. Well, anyway, appreciate it all the time from everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Best of luck this week. Brad, you are a scholar and a gentleman and a scholar. Anything on the closing thoughts here?
Yeah, man. Just make sure you follow me on X at Mr. Brad Thomas. Let's freaking cash some tickets, y'all.
Let's lock in today. Let's lock in. Dogs got to eat. Everybody, we'll see you next week. Stay alert on Twitter. It might be Tuesday, but it's a good chance to be Wednesday. And we'll see you ahead of week 8.